Hello guys, I'm Duffer and welcome back to yet another Star Citizen video. And today I'm going to be reviewing and touring the Corsair in 3.19. Currently, this is one of the many flyable ships which is in Star Citizen. This ship itself is made by Drake and is focused as an exploration ship. But honestly, this thing feels like a heavy fighter with its great armament and defensive size 3 shield. This is clearly Drake's competitor ship to the Constellation Andromeda, which I reviewed in my last video. This ship itself can be split into 4 sections, which I'll put up on the screen now. There are also 3 entrances into the Corsair, 2 of which are accessible under gravity use, and the other one only being useful under 0G conditions. So starting off with a ship tour, now I will be entering through the cargo bay for ease of use, but you could also enter from the main elevator over to the in front of us. Entering into the cargo bay, we have a big storage place allowing you to fit a plethora of vehicles, including Dragonfly, Ursa Rover, Greycat PTV, or anything to your liking really that you can find to fit in there. This can also hold 72 SCU of cargo, which allows for small range cargo hauling and will generate small to medium profit. Moving up these stairs and into the engineering room. Now in here, you cannot access anything, but these things in the future will be available to be used and maybe manage your engine room and do everything like that. We have 2 of these, neither of which are accessible. Moving on into the armory, we have a great weapon and locker arrangement over here with access to 2 larger weapon pods allowing you to hold something like 2 railguns or Gatling gun or anything of your choice, giving us access also to 4 lockers allowing you to fit clothes or armor sets in there in the future. Not currently usable but will be later down the line. We also have 3 weapon slots which are able to hold 6 in total, and 3 smaller weapon slots allowing for something like a pistol. Just to the right of this as well, we have an airlock. This thing opens up and gives you access into the outside when the gravity's on. Moving out of here and going back out of this room into the engineering deck and through to the mess hall or crew space. Going into this room, we have a table, as you can see, a very nice table, but quite low down for my liking. To the right of this, we have food arrangement and drinks. Moving on just down to here, we have a toilet with a drop down seat, which is very nice. I like the feature in this as well, where you can turn on and off the room lights from the switch of a button, and you can also lock rooms, certain rooms at least, allowing people not to open them up from the outside. Moving to the left of this shower room and into one of these rooms, we have the crew cabin or habitation room. You have access to a bed and a locker, and also storage for use of your own personal choice. This room here is quite nice, allowing you to close the door and then also lock it and turn off the lights, which is honestly such a cool feature, even though I probably won't ever use it. Going out of this room, we have the same inside this room, as you can see, and the same to the right of it just here. They all have slightly different designs, but basically the same idea. Moving to the right, we have the main elevator. Pulling this up, we have access into here. Now the main elevator buttons actually are physicalized, which is a very cool feature. If I wanted to go down, I would click the far right one, giving us access into the floor. Ease of use. The middle taking us to the habitation deck, and the top one actually taking us to the top of the ship, which I don't think is available in any other ship in the game, only the Corsair. Now this honestly offers so many more tactical values than other ships, allowing you to, let's say, scout out an area before shooting everyone, or checking out if the floor is alright before standing on it, or just honestly giving you access into the top of the ship under no gravity use. Moving back down the elevator to the habitation deck, moving just out of here and to the right, we have access to the turret room. One to the left and one to the right. Both of these giving us options to a manned turret with each having 2 Badger repeaters on them. It's a very cool animation to get into the turret. Okay guys, so after the 5 attempts of trying to get into the turrets and it not working, I'm just going to move on before I mess it up one more time. So moving now onto the cockpit section, we have a lovely little space in here. Just to the left though, we have the captain's quarter. Now this is a 1 bed, 1 locker room, which is honestly really quick access from when you want to just log off after a session. Moving just further up, you have a pilot seat, which has 6 LCD screens, one of them being on the floor, which you can still access, which is quite cool. Just behind this, we have a co-pilot seat. Now the co-pilot can actually access the top remote turret, if you were wondering how you would access that one. You go down onto it, you power it on, like that. Thought it was going to mess up there again, but it didn't. Then you click enter remote turret, like so. And you have access to 2 more Badger repeaters, which is honestly a great weapon, and it's remote as well, so you cannot be hit really. So that concludes it for the ship tour. I hope you liked that. Now it is time for the price and the overview. Currently, this ship is £255 for Plek for a standalone ship, or you could buy it in-game for 3,402,000 AEVC. Just like the Connie, this is such a versatile ship and it allows numerous different ground vehicles to be stored in the cargo bay. The Corsair is, though, an extra £10 to buy for the standalone ship than the Connie, but this does come with a more completed feel. Personally, I prefer the Constellation series, but I can see why people would prefer the Corsair, as it has a great weapon loadout with the addition of 8 missiles, and if you keep your repeaters on target, they are super effective against enemy hostiles. This ship also gets 72 SCU worth of cargo space, which even though it will not give the best results for cargo hauling, it will still make a nice profit. The addition of being able to go on top of the Corsair is also a very cool feature, and I hope to see it implemented onto upcoming ships. But overall, I would give this ship a buy for both AEVC and in real life money, only if you have it spare. I honestly cannot say which one is better out of the 2 ships, the Connie or the Corsair, as they both kind of do the same things. Honestly, I've really struggled to make this video, as the game is so unstable at the moment. I had so many 30Ks, and whenever I tried to use any of the turrets, it would not allow me to leave them, which caused me to having to leave the game about 7 or 8 times. But anyway, I hope to see you in the next video. Duffer out.